Welcome back, Top Fivers. Today we're delving into history's weirdest coincidences, from uncanny connections between people to bizarre twists of fate that will have you glued to your seat. Share which story freaked you out the most in the comments below, and keep an eye out for our weekly community post updates.
1. The Titanic's fictional foreshadowing. 14 years before the sinking of the RMS Titanic in 1912, American author Morgan Robertson wrote a novella titled Futility, also known as The Wreck of the Titan. The novella eerily predicted the sinking of a massive ocean liner named the Titan after striking an iceberg in the North Atlantic. The similarities between the fictional and real-life tragedies, including the ship's size, the lack of lifeboats, and the iceberg collision, have fascinated many. 2. The double lottery win. In 2003, a Romanian economist named Stefan Mandel achieved the seemingly impossible by winning the lottery not once, but twice. What makes this feat even more remarkable is that he won both lotteries using the same method of number selection, which involved complex mathematical calculations. Mandel's extraordinary luck and strategic approach to winning the lottery have captivated many. 3. Anthony Hopkins. In 1975, Welsh actor Anthony Hopkins starred in a film called The Girl from Petrovka, based on a novel by George Pfeiffer. While walking around London, Hopkins stumbled upon a copy of the book, abandoned on a bench. Astonishingly, the book belonged to none other than George Pfeiffer himself, who had lost it a few weeks earlier. 5. The mysterious message in a bottle. In 1914, a German man named Richard Platz threw a message in a bottle into the Baltic Sea, hoping someone would find it. Remarkably, the bottle was discovered 101 years later in 2015, not far from where it was originally tossed. Even more astonishing, the note inside the bottle contained Richard Platz's contact information, allowing historians to trace its origin.
Now the diver was free, and safety was in freedom.
6. The strange symmetry in the lives of Jacques Cousteau and Émile Gagnan. Jacques Cousteau, the renowned French oceanographer, and Émile Gagnan, a talented engineer, collaborated on the invention of the aqualung, a groundbreaking underwater breathing apparatus. Coincidentally, both men shared the same birthday, June 11, 1910, and their partnership revolutionized underwater exploration and diving, opening up the depths of the ocean to exploration and discovery. 7. The Curious Case of Edgar Allan Poe's The Narrative of Arthur Gordon Pym. In 1884, 46 years after the publication of Edgar Allan Poe's novel The Narrative of Arthur Gordon Pym of Nantucket, a real-life tragedy remarkably mirrored the events described in the book. The crew of the yacht Mignonette found themselves stranded at sea and resorted to cannibalism to survive, much like the characters in Poe's novel. The eerie resemblance between fiction and reality sparked widespread fascination. 8. The miraculous survival of Violet Jessop. Violet Jessop was an ocean liner stewardess who miraculously survived 3 major maritime disasters in the early 20th century. She was aboard the RMS Olympic when it collided with the HMS Hawke in 1911, the RMS Titanic when it sank in 1912, and the HMHS Britannic when it sank in 1916. Despite the odds stacked against her, Jessop survived each disaster and continued to work at sea for many years.
And liftoff.
For nearly a year, Commander Scott Kelly living on board the International Space Station, his twin brother, a retired astronaut, Mark Kelly, back on Earth.
9. The twin astronauts. Identical twins Mark and Scott Kelly became astronauts and participated in the NASA Twins study, which aimed to explore the effects of space travel on the human body. Remarkably, Scott spent nearly a year aboard the International Space Station while Mark remained on Earth as the control subject. The study revealed fascinating insights into how space affects the human body and highlighted the unique bond between the twin astronauts. 10. The 2 identical Eiffel Tower engineers. Gustave Eiffel, the famed engineer behind the Eiffel Tower in Paris, hired a man named Maurice Koechlin to assist with the tower's design. Remarkably, Koechlin bore a striking resemblance to Eiffel and even shared the same initials. The coincidence of 2 engineers with such similarities working on one of the world's most iconic structures adds an intriguing layer to the tower's history.
Thanks for joining us on this eerie journey through history's weirdest coincidences. Before we go, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more intriguing content. Stay curious, Top Fivers.